2, 3, 4.
Good morning, my brothers and sisters, on this episode number 319 of the Good Morning Guys podcast. Thank you so much for joining us on this fine morning, afternoon, evening, or night as we talk about the game of life amidst the other games we love to watch and play. I am one of your hosts,
What?
Mountaineer. My energy is already fallen. Ninja,
5 seconds in.
low energy, ready to take a nap. Lucas Hamswisher. Also with me, the judge, jury, and executioner, fake news and spoilers, Patrick Novosel.
I took a 15-minute nap right before we started. I'm ready to go.
Good.
That's
Power
like your
naps.
sleep for the year.
I'm ready to play
Yeah.
for the next 6 hours.
Also with me, I don't know what to call you. My left butt cheek, I think.
Yeah,
Be
let's
low.
go with that.
Below the left butt cheek. The final newest final member of the GMG crew, the North Kakalaki, who's probably unlikely to have already eaten dinner. Our howdy hey hey handyman, Dusty Krusty himself, Ryan Isley.
Howdy, hey, hey.
Hi. Not pictured, but with us. He is that one dude who's got music in his heart, Doctor Who on his brain, and La Coretta in his whole stomacho, Marc Boucher.
Just producing and seducing in the background.
Mm-hmm.
Kristen appreciates it.
Yes. Which part? The seducing or the producing?
I'll let your imagination run wild.
You shouldn't do
Mark, seduce me.
Mark, produce me. What?
That's
How
worse.
does that work?
that. Produce.
Produce me. What's that?
Produce me. Make me into a watermelon? How does that work?
Yeah, sure.
I don't
Let's
know.
go with the watermelon.
Yeah.
Suika game. It's like Suika game. You're
Yeah.
trying to get a watermelon at the end.
Yes.
Speaking of,
Oh, are you playing some Suika?
I'm
Are you playing it? Is it back?
No, it's
did it
never been
leave?
gone. Yeah, right?
Oh, and it just updated. Sweet.
Oh, yeah, just patching it, adding some new
Actually,
levels.
no. I want to play more Windblown, so I'm gonna try to do that while we record, and hopefully my computer doesn't crash and burn. We'll see what happens.
All right. Okay, good luck. Hopefully it doesn't
All right.
crash and burn.
Burn, baby, burn.
Disco
Inferno. All right. Who wants to update first?
You're the host. You pick.
Patrick
Yeah,
or
you-
Ryan? All right. I pick Ryan. We need some energy.
Oh, you think I have energy?
No, that's why I didn't
have
pick
no
you first.
energy.
Cool.
You not
Well,
listen to what I said.
yeah, you're right. Sorry. Hi, hello. I didn't. Listen
Didn't I
to
say
what you said.
Patrick? Why are you saying hi?
No, you said
Go
Ryan.
away.
You said Ryan.
I said Patrick.
You said Ryan.
Well, let's rewind the tape.
Let's listen.
I don't know how to do it live.
Yep. Referee says I said Patrick, but it could be Ryan. It's fine.
I don't care. Whoever.
I don't
Patrick,
I
care.
go.
heard Ryan.
We'll just both do ours
100%.
at the same time, Patrick. You ready?
All
Yeah,
right,
do it at the
and
same
go.
time. That'll make it special.
Mark's like, I'm never producing again. You guys are idiots.
Nah, you go ahead, Patrick.
He already walked away. He took the headphones off, said good night, everybody. To himself.
All right. So on the Earl side of things for me, still losing weight. I am down 16 pounds from when I
Yeah.
started.
Good
So
work.
it's been
Hot
it's
stuff.
been about 4 weeks now, almost 4 weeks, and I'm 5 pounds away from my initial goal weight. So I'm really excited. I'm hoping to get that done within the next week or so, because I'm really looking forward to having a gyro. I might get a mega gyro at the local Greek place. So
I could be your hero, baby.
Yeah, my wife and I went out to lunch today, and she got this like quesadilla burger with fries and ranch, and I was like, yeah, I'll take a salad. And I had a salad for lunch. Usually those roles are reversed when we're eating, and she definitely made my mouth water. So, but yeah, still sticking with it.
Good job.
So we were supposed to record this past Tuesday. It is Thursday now, and it's all my fault because get back from Clark's Cub Scouts, and we were like, you know what, we need to turn on the. It's supposed to get like 32 degrees overnight, so we're like, yeah, where there's a frost advisory. So we're like, okay, let's turn on the heat and see, you know, if it works because it's our first time. And so turn it on, sounds like it's working. And then Clark's like, oh my gosh, there's smoke all in the living room. And so we look and the smoke is coming out of the vents like it was a fog machine. Like it was a lot.
Did you have a
like
rave?
the church
Turn the
fogger,
lights off?
Yes, yeah, like it was like a scary movie. So wife turns it off and turns the furnace off. And what was weird is it didn't smell like something was burning. It smelled like a toy train that you put like little oil liquid in the engine to make it steam.
Wait, is there an oil non-liquid?
Yeah, maybe. Keep going.
You know what? Good question. Good question. While I continue,
you said oil liquid. I'm like oil solid. My oily forehead.
Yeah, that was.
Like,
why did I say that? I don't know.
My brain hurts now.
Yeah, but that's what it smelled like. And so we took the front panel off, and the fan was working, but our fan, when you set it to auto, it wasn't turning on, and so we manually set it to on, and the fan came on. So Mel's brother came over, and he said there's something wrong with the relay on the electrical panel.
Mm-hmm.
So what he did is he tricked the system into thinking it was an electric furnace rather than a gas furnace, and so it will run, but it's a temporary fix. So when we have it to auto, the fan will run, the furnace will heat, everything's fine. But once we want to turn off the heat, we have to turn it off manually and stuff like that. So right now, over the next couple of days, we're just going to be, using it sparingly. And he's going to find a new electrical board for us. And if he can't find one, he'll do some jerry rigging of it and to fix the relay, because he has a relay. He's just not very comfortable with it because he got to like solder and all that stuff. Like he knows how to do that, but it's just safer if we just get a new one.
Just buy a new relay, yeah.
Right,
buy the new relay board.
But I mean, like, I tell you what. So it was like 10 years ago, our AC unit went out, and he changes the transformer, and he's like, all right, this is just gonna have, you're gonna be get through summer, and then you'll want to fix it because it'll die. And it never did. And that was 10 years ago, and we've never changed it. And our AC runs fine every single summer. So we're like, you know what? If you want to fix it without us having to change anything or buy anything, go for it. Because what you've done to our AC. So, but this one's a little different. He just changed out a part. This is like taking it to a whole nother level. So yeah, I mean, like our house is heated. We just can't leave it on like overnight. We can't do that. We have to like let it heat and then manually turn it off before we go to bed. So it was a little cold last night, but we'll have it fixed over the weekend. So Ryan, you do not need to come over. I do not need to make a house call. Okay. You're good.
Does your brother does he do
he's
HVAC?
an electrician. He's an electrician.
He does electrician.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. He's one of those kids that didn't play with toys when he was young. He would take apart like
same.
VCRs.
That's
and
exactly what I did.
and then put it back together, kind of thing. That's
I like to watch my movies, not
that's exactly
what I
did.
used to watch.
That's what.
I broke every single VCR that I took apart.
yeah, and that's him. Like he knows everything about things that has anything to do with electricity. So
if you get me the model number and serial number of your unit,
yeah,
I may be able to find what part you need. And at least
he's got the part. Are you for the relay? He's got them. He's just to take it off. He needs to resolder everything.
Really? Why can't you just like replace the whole relay board?
Oh, like the like rectangle, like
the whole
motherboard looking thing.
Yeah, I've replaced
that's what
the whole
that's what he's talking about. If he can, there's like I don't know, 3 little black. I mean, I don't know how to describe it. They're like squares.
I don't like the way you just said black. Just for the
they are.
You said it with emphasis.
Black. I mean, it's what it is.
I was just messing.
They're black.
Okay, there you go. That's better. Slightly. No, I mean, replace that whole relay. The whole relay board is what I normally do. I don't.
Yeah,
that's what we're gonna do. Anything.
Yeah,
I just replaced the whole board.
Yeah. So I mean, that's what ultimately we're gonna do. He just the temporary fix was to him to replace the little.
I mean,
whatever.
Yeah, that would work unless there's like some bad circuit in that board that's gonna make that part mess up again.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah. I mean, the permanent solution is replace the whole thing. Yeah. Not the whole furnace, just that little board.
Yeah, just the board.
Yeah.
Eventually, you will have to bite the bullet and get you a new HVAC system, though.
Yeah, it's like 28 years old.
I was about to say, so you're still on R22.
Yeah, we're definitely going to be definitely in the market in the next couple of years to get a whole new one.
I will say, because I know this, and this is my job part coming out. At the end of this year, you will not be able to get the normal standard, what everybody's going to right now, which is 410. That is being completely phased out. What's coming next year at the beginning of the year is, I don't remember the name or code of the refrigerant, but it's a completely new refrigerant. You won't be able to get like 410. You'll be able to get like parts to fix 410 stuff, but you can't buy a brand new 410 system. It's got to be this new system, and everything about that new system is different.
So I should wait until next year to get one. So it's the new stuff, because I don't know what the heck you're talking about with 410s and all that stuff.
Probably most people know how. I will say most HVAC people right now know exactly how to work on 410 systems. 410 would be like your refrigerant. This new refrigerant, I still haven't gotten to take the classes on it yet. There's classes you have to get a new license to work on it. So it might run more efficiently, but the people that know how to use it and install it and all that stuff is probably going to be
then hopefully we won't need a new furnace for a few years.
Try to keep it running for like another few years.
Yeah. Well, let's hope because we've replaced we just recently replaced our water heater. That's new. So there's just one thing after another, owning a house.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
On the IFL side of things, so I think last week I talked about my daughter and I are watching the Divergent series, and so we watched Divergent and Insurgent. And the last one was Allegiant. Did I talk about this? I'd rather watch an airline fly than this movie again.
Spirit.
That bad, huh?
It was so bad. Like usually when Claire and I watch movies, they're good, and we're like, that's at least 7 out of 10. This Allegiant movie was very, very bad. We were making fun of the entire movie. That's how it was just
fun.
It was fun making fun of it, but we're like, I can't believe that was that movie. So I look it up, and Allegiant did so bad in the theaters, box office wise, that the Allegiant was part 1 of 2.
And they didn't do the second part?
They never did the second part.
Wow.
These are based
So
off books. That's terrible.
It ended. Claire was like, that was a dumb ending. And yeah, that's all we get. We don't get any more. So you know what? We were like, let's just go with the tried and true. And we're rewatching the Hunger Games series now. And we stopped halfway through the third one last night, which was Mockingjay. And so we'll watch the Mockingjay part 1 and 2, and then the prequel for, I can't remember what it's called. It's with
Songbirds and Snakes or something.
Yeah, the one where President Snow's young, I think.
Yeah.
And then so we'll watch that one. Then I looked it up that they're doing another book coming out next year, like March or something like that.
Really?
Where it's during the second quarter quell, the 50th anniversary of the Hunger Games, where Haymitch is in the Hunger Games and how he won it. So, so excited about that. That's coming out. The movie coming out is November of 2026. So we'll see if that sticks. Also on the IFL side of things. So the last couple of weeks I've mentioned I haven't played games, but this past week I did, which is really exciting.
Back at
So I played 3 demos on my Steam Deck. The first demo that I played was this game called Ari Bukto and the Anytime Elevator. This is a game that is made by a former Disney ride creator, and it is a kid and this scientist of sorts. So basically, it's Marty and Doc, and that's all fully voiced. It's a 2D or 2.5D side-scrolling puzzle platformer, and it is written so well. The dialogue is incredible. It has a really like cartoony, like Pixar type of look to it, with some variations to the art style. Like the people don't have arms or legs, but they have hands and feet. So it has like
Rayman,
like Rayman,
like Rayman. It's like Rayman. Yes. So it was really, really fun. There is, as you're jumping through and going through the platforms and going through puzzles, the main character and the scientist are talking back and forth almost the entire time. Like, it kept me engaged. Really, really fun. It's again, Ari Bukto and the Anytime Elevator. I don't know if this is coming out other than Steam or coming to consoles or Switch or anything like that. But I definitely recommend checking it out. At least the demo. This one was really, really fun. It is. So Ryan, your kids will probably like this. I think James would like this as well. Like, this is really, really fun. It's only a demo, so it's, I don't know. Again, like, I don't know if it's on Switch. It looks like a Switch type of game. But yeah, it's good.
All right.
So while I was in there, and Ryan had mentioned that the Windblown demo was out, and I was like, cool. I've been really looking forward to this game. I did not like this game.
No, you don't like it?
No. So when it was like, it's from the makers of Dead Cells, and it has the roguelike, 3/4 top down look of Hades, and I was like, this looks like it would be fun. All of the text bubbles were not voiced.
They are not.
No,
they're not.
not.
It's not even that.
No, not even that.
Yeah.
Not even that. reading. It's all reading, and
Ooh,
that's
silent voice.
really a big
Yeah.
turnoff for me.
Yeah.
The gameplay was really, really fun. I enjoyed it. The music was going to put me to sleep. Like, it was very melancholy. And I'm like with
Kenny
the
G?
action that's happening on here. I mean, yeah, it was like that. But yeah, it was very synth sounding though. And so I'm like, I don't like, this whole package just feels weird. It just feels weird. I did like, I mean, like, I didn't die once in it. I don't know if that was like
so many times.
I don't know if that was the I didn't play enough. I maybe played like an hour. And so I defeated all these enemies and all that stuff. I got it. I understood it because of Hades. Hades was a good primer for these type of roguelike games. But I did not enjoy this game. I did not. And so I played another demo on Steam, and it was the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Splintered Fate.
Let's go.
Basically, same type of 3/4 top down Hades kind of look to it, but it's Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles roguelike. And I'm like,
and voiced.
Everything is voiced.
There we go.
Everything.
I'm talking about.
Wait, which Teenage Mutant?
Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Splintered Fate. It's I think it's out on Switch right now.
It is. I know which one you're talking about.
But there's a demo on Steam. It comes out on Steam on November 6th. Everything is voiced. The music is Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. It's really fun. The premise of this is Splinter gets kidnapped by the Foot Clan and Shredder.
Splinter. Come on.
So
he's like Princess Toadstool.
Splinter is in another castle.
I didn't get that far enough. I get that far in this demo. So the demo only is like almost two levels of this, but it's the same thing where it's runs and you try to get as far as you can, then you upgrade, get as far as you can, you upgrade, and it's really, really fun. Like, I had so much fun with this. I was only playing it by myself. It is co-op. Up to 4 people can play at the same time, which I think would be like a lot going on the screen with everyone doing their dashes and slashes and all that stuff.
Dashes really, and slashes. I like that.
Yes, it was awesome. I mean, like, I've been thinking about this game since I played it, and I'm like, I cannot wait to play more, because I got to the end of level 2. The boss we were about to fight. It like slowed down in slow motion as we were like about to collide and fight, and then it says
fade to black.
End of demo. Thank you for playing. I'm like, no,
dang, man, that's dirty.
But you can after you die or after you finish a level, you go back to your lair and you can upgrade your stuff. You can choose which turtle you want to fight as, so you don't have to be Leonardo all the time. You can choose to be Michelangelo, Raphael, or Donatello. So that's cool. I didn't try that. I didn't know if you switched to a different turtle that you have different powers, or if they like all 4 of them you have to kind of like upgrade. I don't know if that's the case, or if it's just, it doesn't matter. I have no idea. I haven't looked that far into it. But man, that game was awesome. I cannot wait to play that. And Lucas, like you asked, are we going to play this when you get here? Yes. I will throw it on big picture mode. We'll get out the controllers and we'll play. So, yeah.
Windblown is supposed to be multiplayer as well, but obviously if you bounced off of that because you didn't like it, that's bad.
Yeah. And then
I'm always down for turtles.
Oh man, like, yeah, I'm so glad.
Yeah,
like, I was so. I think I would have not liked Windblown even more if I played it second after Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, because how much the Turtles game was so much fun. Also, I'm very familiar with the Turtles IP. I don't know anything about the Windblown. I'm not connected to it like I am with the Turtles game, which brought me further into the Turtles game for sure.
Yeah.
The last game that I played this past week It is a new battle royale game. It's called Off the Grid, and it's It's like if Call of Duty, Apex, and Fortnite had a baby. This is the game.
Ooh, that's a lot of things going on.
It is. They pulled all the best elements of those 3 games and made a game. It's a third person battle royale where the powers that you get, some of them feel like it's Apex, but it's grounded in a real war. So it feels like Call of Duty. And then the where Fortnite comes in is kind of the third person elements that Fortnite has. The premise is that we are on the brink of a new war. So what they're doing is they're adding cybernetic limbs to people who have volunteered for this new program. So they basically just cut off their arms, they cut off their legs, put on new cybernetic like Terminator arms and Terminator legs, which allows them to run faster, shoot better, hit harder. Like it is incredible. It is only in the beta right now. So there's 2 modes. There's the extraction royale and then the battle royale. The battle royale is not out yet. It says it's coming soon, but the extraction royale is kind of like the battle royale, but with like different in-game challenge elements to it. So find this, do this, carry this, whatever. But yeah, it is. I thought Apex was fast. This game is so fast. Like if you're on a building and you want to jump off, you have a jetpack that you can fly around. Like it's really, really fun. So I played some good games this past week.
Cool.
Yeah. On the Eagle side of things, I know I mentioned it before, but like streaks build habits, and the Bible app. I've been in the Bible app for 1,200 straight days.
That is awesome, man.
Well done.
I it's like every time I look at it, I'm like, this streak, just seeing this keeps me wanting to read the Bible every day. The streak that it built my habit. It is. I get there in every day, and because of that, I do through the Word with you guys. I do a devotional every single day. So this streak has helped me keep. Oh yeah, I need to read the Bible because of this. Like it keeps me going.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So big stuff. Excited.
Cool.
That's awesome, man.
Okay,
Ryan, how about you?
Hi guys.
Hey, how you doing?
I'm good. Not too much going on my side of the world. We were supposed to record Tuesday, but we did not.
Sorry again.
That's fine. Things happen.
Yeah, home wrecker.
This past Sunday was my 11th wedding anniversary.
So, happy anniversary.
Thanks. Me and the wife, I think we went out that day. Yeah, we went out that day. We were supposed to go to a place called Angus Barn, which is
A slaughterhouse? That sounds like a slaughterhouse.
Yeah.
It's a steakhouse. Which is, I'm glad that we didn't go, because after looking at the prices, I was like, oh, okay, yeah, no, we'll save this for something better. Like, I guess there's nothing better than your anniversary to go spend an exorbitant amount of money, but
True.
Angus Barn has a reputation for like being I don't know. It's like, I guess it's a well-known type thing around here, so people are just always in there. So it's kind of like rowdy and ruckus. And I also just wasn't honestly in the mood for steak at the time, so we just went and had sushi, which was good.
Can't go wrong with that.
Nope.
I took the next day off because I got a free day. I took the day off. I didn't drink that much. I took the next day off because I got a day off for my birthday when I started my new place. But when I started,
they give you a day off for your birthday.
Yeah,
That's part of their PTO schedule.
that's part of
That's
their PTO
incredible. That's awesome.
That is cool.
So, but my birthday is in February, but they still gave it to me. So I was like, okay, can I use it for anything else? They were like, yeah, just use it or you lose it because it doesn't roll over. I was like, cool. Well, I'm going to use it for October 14th because that's the close enough to my wedding anniversary. They were like, all right, cool.
Did you say October 14th?
The plan was to go get ramen that day. My actual wedding anniversary is the 13th. Why?
I don't know. It took. I don't know if it was on your end, Lucas, but he
I have no idea what he said.
He lagged. You lagged for like a good 5 seconds. It said October 14th.
Oh, did I lag?
Took 5 seconds for you to say that. So,
Oop.
On my end, at least.
All right. Well,
I just assume I have bad internet, so I'm just like, well, if
No,
I think it's okay, then I'm fine with it too.
No, that's fine.
You're good.
I'll close out of the game that I was playing. Maybe that'll help.
Maybe you should play games while you're recording. Stinker pants.
What was the game?
Why?
What was the game?
It's probably Destiny 2.
And Windblown. It was Windblown. I told you I was playing Windblown.
This week, not right now.
Oh no, I was playing right now.
Born in a barn.
You're like, I don't know what
kind of garbage
this is a
truck on
great
fire
game.
we
This is
playing
wonderful.
around here. Golly. I'm gonna go read. I'll be reading a book while we do this. Okay, just give me a second.
Fine.
I need to update my.
Yeah, excuse me while I turn my back to you.
Yeah, that's fine. So yeah, went out to. Well, we went to try to go find ramen, but all the ramen places around us are closed on Monday, so that was a big old bust. What did we do instead? I think we went and just got Mexican food because that's my wife's favorite. So
Can't go wrong with Mexican food.
yeah, it was good. It was good Mexican food.
Good.
They did have like giant margaritas that you could share, but they were like $50.
Oh my lord!
They're giant. They come in like it doesn't look like a pitcher, but it's a pitcher. But it just looks like a
barrel.
giant.
They roll a barrel to you.
It looks like a giant glass cup that you would just get for your standard glassware that you get at a restaurant. It looked like that. But then multiply it by 5. That's how big it was. And yeah, you could get that. But I was like, we have to go pick up our children. So we can't do this right now.
No, yeah. Because those margaritas will hit you quick.
That place was good. So yeah, that's really all that's been going on with me. Like just celebrating 11 years of marriage.
Mm-hmm.
My best friend. She's awesome. Love her to death.
Mm-hmm.
On the Eiffel side of things, I played Windblown. I like it.
Yeah. Tell me more.
Why?
Because I feel like I should like this, and I just didn't.
It might be because like you and Lucas love Hades, but it might be just more of the same, which is you would think would be good, but you're just bored of it. Kind of.
I don't know.
It's the same game in a different package. I feel like is what
I had so much fun with the Turtles one though, and it's basically the same thing. You know what I mean?
Yeah, true. I don't know. I'm liking it. It seems pretty decent. I mean, I doubt I'll
buy it.
No.
Did you buy it?
No,
oh,
no.
okay.
I'm
Is it
just
out
doing
yet?
the demo. No, I'm just doing the demo.
Right.
I don't even know when I don't think they have a release date for it, to be honest. I'm just doing the demo because I saw it was on Steam Next Fest, and I was like, "Ooh, Windblown."
Windblown's coming out next Thursday, the 24th.
Are you serious?
Yeah, it's released in early access. So I wonder if they'll add voiceovers. If they add voiceovers, I think I might be able to get into it a little bit more.
I will see how much it is. If it's not, but I don't know, man. Early access, like if this is technically like early access, I can't imagine they're gonna find a way to slip voices in the game. You know what I mean?
It said Motion Twin has stated that the game will stay in early access for the next 12 months at least, and expect the full launch to arrive in Q4 2025.
I would probably just wait till 2025 then.
That's kind of what I'm doing with Hades. I don't like this slow roll of
Is it still in early access for Hades 2?
They just did a major update, but yeah,
they did the Olympic update. Yeah,
God.
but it's just like I'm not
swore that game just released.
I mean, it did, but they're in early access. They're still adding.
No, but they don't have 1.0 until they do Hades 2 1.0 update or.
There's
version.
Been several games. Is this a new gaming trend where you just release the game in early access and you just let it ride for forever?
Yeah.
Until you just feel like putting the 1.0 sticker on there.
I guess.
So it seems
they did it with what was it? Pow World?
They did it with Hades.
Grounded. Grounded was in early access for God knows how long.
3 years.
Yeah, that was crazy. I thought that was a real game before.
I thought it was too. Me and Kingston were playing it. We were like, wait, this is like beta? What is happening?
I don't know.
This is a finished game. Yeah. I'll see how much it is and I'll let you know.
I would assume it's like $30.
I will be checking out that Ninja Turtles game though.
Splintered Fate, yeah.
Mm-hmm. That sounds good. Was that part of Next Fest?
Yeah, I believe so, yeah.
All right, cool. I just need to find Next Fest. What else? What else is going on gaming? I'm trying to get into Ghost of Tsushima. I haven't got a lot of time to actually like sit down and listen while I play. So that's, I feel like, hindering me because I can't I want to know what's going on. Like, this is a story-driven game. Mm-hmm. I want to know the story. And honestly, I've only had like a couple of play sessions that have been like less than an hour. So I haven't
the
really
sound design and the
lot.
Voice acting is really, really good.
I will say that doing the parry or doing like the standoff things, those are fun.
Oh my gosh, they're so satisfying.
And then when you learn how to parry, which I feel like the parry window is pretty
generous.
Yeah. I wonder if it's harder, like if you up the difficulty, because right now I'm playing it on normal. I'm just playing on standard because I'm just trying to, figure out what's going on. Are they about to throw a bunch of different, like, I need to be able to throw bombs and shoot arrows and stuff at me? Is that going to come into this game later?
I don't remember.
I mean, yeah. There's going to be
what's
like
required and what's
stuff
not.
You learn.
Okay.
That are not just sword moves.
See, I want to just be samurai and just sword everything, but I know that's
it's very akin to Spider-Man. Like you have your basic moves, but then you just have a bunch of random things you can do to spice it up a bit.
Okay. Well, as long as I can just like dabble it in, like kind of like how it was with Horizon, like Horizon Zero Dawn. I don't think I used like the spear or the like crossbow gun that they gave you very much.
There was a gun or two. I was just like, I didn't even use it.
Yeah, the bow was fun.
I just used the bow.
Yeah.
The bow was the most fun.
Mm-hmm.
Which I'm actually kind of really excited to start playing that one. I probably should have played that one first and then played Ghost, but it's fine. I'm gonna play Ghost. I've already started it. That's what else? What else did I do gaming wise?
That's what else?
I did buy the dungeon for Destiny and did it. Fun dungeon.
A fungeon?
It was fun.
It
was more fun
whatsoever.
It was more fun.
It was fun.
It was more fun.
I didn't hate it.
I didn't hate it. It was more fun to me this time because normally with the dungeons, I wait for Destiny content creators to beat it and then put out their guide and then just follow their guide. This time I was like, nah, screw that. I'm gonna just go in blind and figure it out myself. And I figured it out myself.
So you bought it. You did the dungeon. Is there replayability with the dungeon?
Yes, you can go replay the dungeon as much as you want. It's really like loot chasing. Like if you want specific weapons or specific roles of weapons in there. And then also they tied the Destiny 1 exotic icebreaker to that dungeon as a random final drop. So once I get icebreaker, I'll probably just stop playing the dungeon and just wait for whatever the next dungeon is that comes out next year. Okay. And play some more games. But I did play it. I had fun. It was fun figuring out the puzzle and stuff. It's very what was that? Black Ops, like with the numbers, with Mason trying to remember all the numbers. There's a lot of numbers in this dungeon. A lot of numbers. And like trying to remember what numbers to shoot at. I'll just say that. It took some brain power. I was like, oh, okay, I get it. I get it now. I get it. That's it for gaming. I did catch up on some anime that I've been letting ride. Bleach came back out. So I've been keeping up with that. The 1,000-Year Blood War, which is animated just beautifully. It's just so pretty. And then I finally caught up with The Rising of a Shield Hero. I'm going to try to start catching up with Eminence of Shadow. And that time I got reincarnated as a slime, which is probably going to take me a little bit. Yes, that's the entire title.
This sound like titles you're given to your dreams. And then last night I dreamt about the time I was a slime. And
look, man, I don't make anime titles. That's just what they be naming them.
And I looked down, my teeth fell out of my mouth.
Those are I'm going to try to catch up with those. Anything else?
You joiners out there, when you understand anything that Ryan's saying, you feel free to comment.
Yes.
Because Patrick
comment with a GIF of the anime because it's funny.
You could say
why would they put
fake...
peanut butter? Why would they put peanut butter up? That doesn't make any sense.
I don't know. Peanut butter and jelly? I don't know.
Is that an anime?
It probably is.
Did you hear that One Piece is taking a 6-month break?
Good.
Isn't
the
that
anime
nice of them? Yeah, to let people catch up.
They need to, because aren't they at like 1,200 episodes?
I think they're at 1,100 some. Yeah, they're working on 1,200.
I have a friend that started at episode 1 and he is currently caught up. I don't know how long it took him to get caught up, but he is caught up.
Dang.
Wow.
I don't know how he did it.
Understand.
And I don't like One Piece that much. Like, I just don't. Like, it seems cool. And the fights look good, like now. But back in the day when they first came out, they looked like poop. So, yeah. And then in God Life, it's been doing the Through the Word.
Yeah, it's bad.
Unlike Patrick, I lost my Bible streak.
Oh, womp womp.
It was that Sunday. I forgot. Like,
man, that's like the worst day to lose it.
Oh, right? No.
I did literally everything else. Like, I did the Through the Word stuff. I listened to we didn't go to church that this past Sunday, but I watched the sermon and then I got a call and had to leave, but like listened to the sermon on my way back home. And as I was working, so I was like, yeah, I'm good. And then like,
sure,
I got up the next morning, got up Monday morning, and I looked at my Bible app and I was like, 1. And I was like, no.
Oh, no.
The problem with me is if I'm not actively in a plan, I will forget. So,
dude, do you not do the daily verse and the daily prayer?
I usually do.
That's so easy. That's such
an
easy
to
way
still,
to
like,
keep
I have to And I have an alarm set on my phone where it's like, pray now. And it pops up like for the Bible app. And
Pray now. You're a Christian. Get your game on. Go pray.
Go pray. But I, for some reason, just, I don't know, slipped my mind that day.
Man.
So
I was in church this past Sunday, and they're like, "Everyone, get out your Bibles." I was like, "Well, why not? Here we go, bigger streak." My wife and I was like, "Look at that streak!" I'm like, "Yeah, doing really
So
good."
proud.
I don't know. I feel
It's
is that
awesome, man.
wrong? Is that wrong?
I don't think it's wrong. I mean, if you like throw it in people's faces, that might be
Oh no,
something.
No, I'm not.
I don't know. We'll ask the pastor.
What's
Pastor,
your
do you think?
streak?
2.
Gotta start
No, wait, I'm
somewhere.
up to 3 now. Or
I'm
was it
almost
like
at
4?
400.
4.
Sic Parvis Magna, greatness
I think
from
I'm at-
small beginnings.
I think I'm at 4 now. Yeah, 4. So we're getting there. I'll get it.
No, I think the only time that in the past I've let the streak lapse or is when I just felt like I was like getting on there to keep the streak alive. And I'm like, I just can't do that. That's too
Right.
far. But this current streak I have going 300 some, I've
300.
been dedicated.
What is it? What is it now?
390 something.
Oh, so it's more than a year. Wow, nice.
Yeah.
Good job. Good job.
Heck yeah.
Yes, sir.
Good for you.
393.
That's awesome. No joke.
The one I tried it. So I have a couple streaks. Like I have the main one with the Bible app, but then they also do the daily refresh streak. And that one I try to do, but that one I sometimes miss.
I fail at that one all the time.
I think my max one on that one's 13. I can't. I'm just.
And then I have a Bible memorization app called Versify that it also has a streak, but I also randomly lose the streak. But yeah.
I'm gonna just hover over this so that way I remember to download it. I found that Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle game.
Yes.
It looks fun.
It's dope.
That's it for me.
Cool.
I sing this Sunday. Yeah. Other than that,
Spoilers.
I mean, y'all are welcome to come.
Is it
Yeah,
live?
are you
stream?
gonna fund my ticket? If you fund my ticket to fly here, I'll come join you on Sunday.
They do not live stream it. They record it.
Oh, right. I
Actually,
can join you digitally. I forgot
They
about-
record tonight.
I forgot about technology.
So if you watch any of the Sunday services, it'll be whatever was recorded tonight.
So you're not singing on those.
Mm-mm.
Oh, then why would I watch?
Different campuses get to do different
I'm
things.
not interested.
Yeah.
There's
Give me
sometimes
give me
that
what
I
I
pop
want.
up in some of the songs that they put on there because they
Like a daisy out of
basically
a bush
all
or
they
something?
do is record. They record all the songs. Like every Thursday night live that we do, they record all of the worship experience and then the message, so that way they can pick whatever song they want to fit into that message into there. Like they just copy paste kind of.
Oh, I get it. Yeah.
So whenever I actually get to do a Thursday night live, which is not very often, I'll let you know.
You let us know. Keep us posted.
Yeah. All right, Lucas, bring us home because you are about to fall asleep, and I've seen you doze off like
a couple
twice.
times.
Yeah.
You're not wrong. Don't take it personally.
No,
dragging.
it's fine, dude. Go ahead.
I am dragging, and not in a fire breathing way.
Dragon
Actually, I
Ball
did.
Z.
I did get fire breathing earlier today, but that's a story for another time.
Hot sauce?
Last week, it was Friday, we did 2 days of parent-teacher-student meetings, which was double what we normally do. We usually just do 1 day, and they extended it to 2 days. And right at the end, we were packing up, getting ready to go home. We had just had a pizza night to, celebrate the end of parent-teacher-student meetings and say, hey, another good.
How many meetings did you have?
I only had like a dozen. So it wasn't very much. I usually don't have very much. So just making it 2 days, just kind of spread it out.
Do all the parents come for all the kids, or does some of them just don't
They're
show up?
supposed to, but there's no like penalty for not doing it. I was talking to Mindy about it and just like they should make a punishment. Like the parents have to go to detention or something if you're gonna make it obligatory, but then not have any recompense. Like what's the point of making it obligatory? Just make it optional all the time.
Yeah. Do you ever tell a parent that they don't need to waste their time and come up? Because like for Claire, they were like, you don't need to come up. Well, she's great. Like there's no reason. We have no problems with her. Like
I wish
no
they
reason
would
to
do
waste
that
your
at our
time.
school.
Yeah,
Gosh,
they did
I
it.
wish they would
They've
do
never
that at
done it
school.
for Clark, but they did it for Claire one quarter, and I was like, oh, well, that's nice. Like
Because that's all they say when my wife shows up. Like my wife will show up and they're like, "Oh, Kingston's great." That could have been a text, could have been a call,
Yeah,
could have been an email.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I didn't know that. I didn't know they did those things.
I think for ours, it's a desire to like strengthen partnership, connect with the parents, and then also we do a review that's student led. So they go through like what was the most enjoyable aspect of the class, what was a challenge, what do they want to do or improve on next semester. So there's always a like self-reflective part. No students ever just like, I'm good. Like, and just leave it at that. They always have some kind of constructive criticism or say something. So it does bring some good conversations, but there are definitely a couple meetings where I'm just like, I don't really have anything to say other than your kid's fine. Like they're great. They participate, and pretty much all of mine this year I didn't have any. It's the only time I have to kind of buckle up is if I have a failing student or I know the parents, some parents you get to know them by reputation. And so you're like, all right, here we go. So, but right after we did those 2 days, and it was fine. The highlight of it is that we get a bunch of food and snacks and free pop. So Coke and everything unlimited, which I've discovered I'm a lightweight. Like I think I drank 2 pops one day and then a pop the second day. So like 3 soda pops. And I had unlimited.
2 pops in one day? Isn't that like more than a lightweight? Like 2 pops in one day. That's a lot, right?
I don't know. It seemed kind of weak sauce when I have unlimited amounts and I'm like, I can only handle 2.
Yeah. Okay, yeah, that's a lot. I mean, I feel like that's a lot, 2 of them. 2 of them in one night, not in one day, right?
Yeah, it's like I drank one in the morning and I drank one in the afternoon.
Oh, yeah.
So.
Wait, your parent-teacher conferences are during the day? They're not in the evening?
Correct.
Oh.
Are they during school hours?
Like
yeah, it replaces school.
Okay.
Oh.
Interesting.
Oh.
Yeah. Kids have we all work, the kids have school, and then we have to then
kind of weird.
How does that work for everyone's like work schedule and all that? During school?
Question.
During work hours?
Yep.
I'd be like, I would,
like the bank. We're like, hey, if you're going to come in, it's going to be during your work time, sucker.
Yeah.
Hey, do you have a moment to talk in the middle of the day right now?
Yeah,
some people can do it.
There's a sports collectible store right near my house, and I always want to go to it, but it's only open Monday through Friday from 9 a.m. to 3 p.m. I'm like, I'm never going to be able to go, like ever.
You'd have to play hooky, skip work,
take a day off, or go on your lunch break.
I'm taking a personal day.
I have to walk 12 minutes to my car, and I have to drive 17 minutes to the place. It's not worth it.
Not happening. So after the PTS, after the pizza time, we're packing up, and all of a sudden it sounds like a train is coming. And Mindy's like, we got to hurry. I hear rain. And I'm like, really? It's not. Wait, what is that sound? And it sounded like a train. And we got, hold on. All
Did
I
you
do
get a
is
tornado?
no, we don't get tornadoes, but we got our own equivalent.
Eco downburst?
I think we got a burst. Yeah, micro. What are they called?
Microburst? Yeah.
Yeah, we got a microburst. It was crazy. It lasted like maybe 3 minutes, and there are some people that still don't have power.
Jeez.
Dang.
We had 65 mile per hour winds. That
No
hit.
joke.
No joke. Now, the last time we had this, it blew down some trees, and blew down one tree from our yard to our neighbor's yard, as I shared.
I remember that. Yeah.
But that was like an extended amount of time with the wind blowing. This was like a 3-minute thing. The rain was it was like a pretty, like, it's, those rains where like it comes heavy, but you, like, when you see out, it's like there's like chunks of rain falling, and then it goes light, and
Like
then it goes really
bands.
heavy again.
Yeah.
Like what?
Like bands of rain.
Yeah. It was that, and then all of a sudden the power went out, and the power went out. Not only the power went out, the towers went out, and so cell phone service became an issue. No electricity, and thankfully we had planned a weekend at the beach because it was a 4-day weekend, because after the PTS you had Saturday, Sunday off, and then Monday, Tuesday was supposed to be some holidays. It was like our first holidays in 2 months, which is crazy because Brazil is known for, we have holidays every month, and it's like Catholic holidays and random holidays, somebody's birthday holidays, like just, and people were just like, what's this holiday for? They're like, we don't ask, we just
take the
enjoy
free day
holiday.
off. Yeah.
Shut up. Why do you care? Just go to the beach. You stay at home, sleep in. Gosh. That reminds me of that SNL skit with Nate Bargatze when the guy's like, what's in a hot dog? And he's like, get out.
Get out.
Get out.
Get out of the boat.
Americans don't ask what's in a hot dog.
That was an incredible skit, by the way. The Washington
Dude, that skit is so
That was
funny.
pretty funny.
So good.
Like,
free for all
it's
people.
like,
It's just
Oh, well.
like, and then
then
he just keeps going.
We're going to be free in this war? In a war.
In a war. Yeah. Oh, man. But don't worry. Hot dogs won't have real dogs in it.
Fear not.
Oh gosh.
So we eventually went home once the rain died down, the wind died down. After it probably was only like the super 65 mile per hour winds probably only lasted a few minutes, but that's when the power went out, and then it continued to rain pretty heavily. The wind died down. It's probably more like 30 mile per hour, 40 mile per hour winds, so not as bad. And then we waited till it died down more, and then we drove home, and there's just like leaves and branches and darkness everywhere. Like I'd not seen it take out that many blocks in a long time, and for the cell phone service to be like really messed up. So we came home and we lasted about an hour, and then everybody went to bed because it's like, what do we have to do? And we're all tired. Well, we just had done the PTS meetings the past 2 days, like exhausted, and there's not like artificial light and things to keep us awake. So we're just like, well, time for bed. We got up the next day, still no power. And we were going to go to the beach, but we were going to go to the beach for like 3 days, and the dishwasher was full of dirty dishes because we still wanted to add a couple more dishes before we ran it. So we pulled all the dishes out, and then I, of course, had procrastinated in doing the dishes for a few days. And so pretty much I washed every dish we own, and we rinsed them and we dried them and we put them away because we're responsible.
Good
and
job.
It took easily 2 hours to do it. It was ridiculous. In the midst of doing that, people were packing. We're doing our thing. We left, went to the beach. Apparently power didn't come back on till like Sunday afternoon for us. There's still people now. It is Thursday. There's still people now that don't have power.
Did the beach have power?
The beach had power. It was awesome. So we went to the beach. Now the beach still had rain, and so it was just a very cloudy, rainy beach visit. But we had power. We actually ran into people from school that we did not coordinate with to be at the same beach, but we were at the same beach. So I was like, hey, coworkers and friends, good thing we like each other because we're here together. And so we hung out with them. That was fun. Nothing really crazy of note happened. I did play a couple games of pool because the hotel where we stayed, it wasn't a hotel. It was more like a, what would I call that? It's a pousada in Portuguese, but I don't remember what you would call that in English. It's like it's not a motel. It's more homey-like. It's like an Airbnb mixed with a motel, but I don't know what to call that. It was pretty much his name's Marco. He retired and then he bought himself a property and built himself a motel, hotel, whatever you want to call it.
Inn.
I guess it's not really a Holiday Inn, but it's like a property that has like rooms, like a motel. That it's open, so it's not like
kind of like a bungalow of sorts.
Sure, yeah, it's a bungalow.
I was gonna say
it's got
compound,
this bungalow
but
on.
yeah, we'll go with that.
Yeah,
It's like a compound. It really is. Like you pull in, like it has like he has a driveway, but the driveway is like double gated, and then when you almost pull in like it's an airlock. And you pull in and then you press the button and then somebody off camera, like you can't see them. All of a sudden the gate just opens and you drive in. And yeah, that's what we did every night. Like we did it every day. And so they had a game room and the game room had a pool table. And I just whooped my kids in pool. It was fun. I held nothing back. Pool tables here in Brazil are tough. The corner pockets here, they literally is just like a piece of paper on each side of the ball. So if you're going to sink the corner pocket, you have to be like straight 45-degree angle on the corner pocket. It's a pain in the butt. The side pockets is where it's at. But it was fun. I took some pictures and we played pool. And then after that, they introduced me to Mr. Beast. I've never watched Mr. Beast before.
Gosh.
Now, I will say it was kind of entertaining. We watched one where he helped people adopt 100 puppies, 100 dogs. That was entertaining. Dave Bautista was on it at one point, and he looked like Ross after he fake baked and he counted too many Mississippi's.
Whoops.
Yeah, but that's just the look he had going, and but it was still fun. And then we watched a guy who lived in a grocery store for I think 45 days. And
I can live in a grocery store for my life.
Yeah.
Well,
I mean,
no, you couldn't. No, you couldn't because you would miss your family, and so
I'll bring my family along. We're all
no,
living
you
here
weren't allowed.
now.
That's part of the challenge.
No,
it actually was. So it was kind of cool setup he had going. Like at first he just thought he had to survive in the grocery store, and he's like, I could live in here for hundreds upon hundreds upon hundreds of days. But then here's the thing: is every day you stay, you get $10,000, and they would pull the card in. Here's $10,000, but you have to give me $10,000 worth of products from the grocery store. So you just have this daily exchange happening where. The first day he just picked like 3 TVs because this was like a grocery store that had like electronics.
It was like a Walmart or something.
It was like a mini Walmart.
Okay.
So that was easy. And then eventually, like, he's like, this guy is like, he's got all this free time. So he's like dividing out, here's $10,000 worth of stuff I'll put in a pile here, $10,000 stuff worth of pile here. And so that went on for a little bit, but then it became like Survivor because then he's getting really bored. Because he's like figured out the game. And so he like builds a cheese ball wall and he drives a little go-kart through it. What else does he do? He finds a pool that you can build, and he just pretty much makes himself a pool. And then eventually he gets access to the stock room and he gets a forklift And one day the forklift collides with the pool and accidentally, and he floods the whole grocery store.
Yeah.
And he all of a sudden from there, once he ruined his pool, he like went south fast, and he's like, I miss my family. This sucks. This is like, well, and the other thing that happened was that after 30 days, Mr. Beast didn't pay the electric bill, and so he lost power. And so
no.
there was the added element of no electricity. And so he found propane tanks and he found different ways. But eventually, like, his days would just be him like
But
hanging
then that's
out.
food spoiling with no power.
Well, and that's when he went like the next couple $10,000 days, he just sold the frozen food section before it went bad.
Okay.
And everything that he sold, they gave it away to the needy and that kind of stuff. But then eventually he missed his family. The only like connection to sunlight was in the dock, like where the trucks would come back. And so he would hang out like right on the edge of the line. Like if he crossed the line, he would be done. So eventually, his wife came to visit him after 45 days. And at some point someone was like, so are you guys going to continue? Is it worth it to keep going? And she just gave him that look like, you're done.
If you don't bring your butt home.
Yeah, because they have 2 kids. So she's taking care of the 2 kids by herself, and they're like 3 and 4 years old or something. Like they're really little. And he's like, I'm done. I think he made like $470,000 or something like that. But it was entertaining, to say the least. So, yeah. And then after that, we came back and recovered from our vacation. Power was back, so we had to clean up some stuff and throw out some stuff that was in the refrigerator that we didn't want to risk getting, sick from.
Cheese.
Yeah, right.
Yeah. And
was it cheese? Cheese?
No, the cheese survived.
Okay.
At least we ate it later and we were okay.
Okay.
So some of them I was like, I gave it the old sniffer test and was like, this is fine.
Bless it. Bless the food.
It's blessed. Yeah, we pray over it and God blesses it. And yeah, that's about it. That's real life. Fake life has just been Hades. I'm working on the epilogue. And I think I've done 15 clears. My buddies are still working on their 10th clear. I told them that if they want me to come over and coach them, I can guarantee I can coach them to a win. And they were like, we might take you up on that. So
you got
I might be going over a Saturday. Yeah. When I told them about my plan to get the game eventually on Xbox and Switch, and I was like, if I beat that on Xbox or Switch, you owe me 10 pizzas each. Because I will have beaten the game twice before you guys just beat the one time. Come on. Dedication, people. So, yeah. That's fake life, real life. God life, just been praying, reading, going through Leviticus with y'all. I had a little chat with God this morning, and it was a good chat. It was a great talk we had. And I went to school like on cloud 9. And then my students disappointed me by one, just by being kids. And I got all cranky and grumpy halfway through the day. And so that's kind of why I'm like kind of out of it this evening, because it was just a roller coaster day at school with the students. God is still good, and I still love my students. But it's funny, I gave a devotional on 1 John 4 where it says God is love, and we can't love without God's love filling us and guiding us. And it was like I preached, like I gave the devotional, and then God's like, now you're going to demonstrate it or not.
Now show me that you love me.
Yeah, now show me this love that you talk to people about. And I struggled with it a little bit, so I kind of got disappointed in myself in the process of being disappointed with them. So, but God is good, and He's at work, and yeah. So that's that.
That's
So,
that.
all right. Let's get into some housekeeping and get into the joiners updates, see what's going on with them. The first joiner update's not an update, it is a question. Priceless J-Cuz. In your opinion, which game or games, genre or genres are underrated and which are overrated?
You know, I meant to think about this and I completely forgot to.
I think Souls games are overrated.
Oh, yeah, you took the words out of my mouth.
That's fair.
Yeah.
Yeah, because the thing is, you can make pretty much any game a Souls game. Just put it on the hardest difficulty. Like, who cares? Every game can be a Souls game. You know, close your eyes. Use just your pinkies. You can make any games a Souls game. So why is it like, oh, these Souls games these are the, I don't know. I can't think of a word. It's too late. My brain stopped. But yeah, I'm with you, Patrick. Overrated.
Yeah. Underrated games. I mean, I don't know if this is underrated, but the WWE games, they're so well done. I mean, it's so realistic now. Like, it's no longer WCW versus NWO Revenge. Like, you know, it's whereas arcadey or the old arcade games. Like, they're realistic.
A real deal.
Yeah, they're really good. They're good. They're underrated.
I think for Ryan, Destiny 2 is overrated, and PlayStation exclusives are underrated.
And you shut your face
because he doesn't play them, or he gets an hour, he plays an hour, and he's like, it's not really grabbing me. And then he plays 16 hours of Destiny 2, and he's like, I'm trying to get this gun.
It has a new barrel on it. It's just
look here, you cranky old man. Why don't you go play some more Hades? Overrated for me would be what were they called? What's the game that you play all the time? Fortnite. Battle Royales.
Battle Royales.
Don't care. I do not care a single bit about a single one of those games.
I agree with that, Ryan, in that also.
But yes, Destiny 2 is overrated.
And I agree with Ryan on that
also. I mean, they all have their shining moments, but the world doesn't need them. Another one that I would say is overrated for me right now, or that just seems to keep getting done in different ways. Extraction shooter things. Like, why? Why do we need more of them?
What's an extraction shooter?
Like Escape from Tarkov.
I don't know what that is.
Yeah, it's like you have to extract your guns out of, like, you have to win the. It's
like
basically
you're going into Walmart shopping. Like,
it's like if you were playing Fortnite and all the guns that you pick up, you don't actually get them unless you win. So you have to extract to win.
And then what happens
when you use the guns?
Yeah.
What happens when you use the gun?
No, when do you use the guns?
When you extract them in the next round of the thing that you play.
So you can't use them when you pick them up. You have to.
You could use them when you pick them up, but like if you don't extract with them, correct me if I'm wrong, Mark, but I think that's how it works. You have to you have to survive long enough to extract them at a certain point. Did y'all ever play?
No.
Was it Division?
Oh
yeah.
No,
the Dark Zone. When you go into the Dark Zone,
never played Dark Zone.
Yeah,
we were never.
The Dark Zone was extraction mode.
Oh, okay.
You go in, you get really cool weapons, but if you don't extract them before another person kills you, you have to go in and find them again. So that's extraction shooters. There's a lot of them, and like there's more being made. Bungie is currently doing Marathon, which is going to be like that, and I don't think they need any more. Underrated, I would say indie games. You don't need a big AAA studio
Oh,
anymore.
that kind of leads into
Yeah.
my
Ari
overrated
Bukto
is
in the Anytime Elevator.
Like,
Yeah.
you don't need any of these AAA, quadruple
AAA
A
games are overrated. That's
Yeah,
what
Yes.
I
I
was
mean,
gonna say.
Yes.
Hades is my number
Totally
one game of all
overrated.
time, and
Yeah,
it's an
dude.
indie developer.
Yep.
Yeah. I think indie development stuff is severely underrated, and just like all these Steam Next Fest and stuff like that, just like don't sleep on indie games, because
Yeah,
they put a whole lot more heart and soul into it than your stupid
Yeah.
Call of Duty with $40,000 worth of skins that you can buy.
Ugh.
Ugh.
Yeah, so I agree with all the overrateds. Underrated for me is just, and this is for the very general public and the cutscene skippers. Story-driven games are underrated. Like, people are like, I just want to kill stuff. Like, really? Come on, man. like they've gotten to the point where video games are like books and movies merged together. I mean, obviously, some of us don't like reading. That's fine. But you got voice acting, so you don't have to read most of it. And it's so good.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Mm.
Uh-huh.
Yep.
All right. Timmy P. Eagle, I made it to level 1 of Leviticus. Congrats. Get ready for the sacrificing. And then you shall cut off this head, pinch this bird's head off.
But
and
don't
twist
tear it completely in
Don't
two.
tear it completely off. Let it dangle there for a little bit. Yeah, when I heard that part,
Bring
I was
the
like,
head, but
what?
don't sever it.
You don't
Can
want to
you
lose the
imagine
head.
how many birds they went through trying to figure out the exact instruction?
Right? I
Like
wondered
God's
that. Like,
watching them. Okay, yes, no,
He's
no,
like,
no. Do it again.
oh
reattached, like jamming it back together. Like, there's a stick on there.
no, who's got tape?
Our pets' heads are falling off.
Oh my gosh.
Well, sacrifice. Yeah, how did you train for that? It's like, okay, try again.
I feel like God had to be like just
Like,
watching them, be like, nope,
Who
do it
in
again.
town is the master head ringer?
Yeah. So, yes, at least I'm in the same book as the group. Congrats. Yeah, you did catch up. Good job. Iffle. Aaron wasn't lying. Jedi Survivor has become R2D2 for me. Does that mean it's screaming or?
Red Dead Redemption 2.
Oh, right. I said R2D2.
RDR2.
I definitely read that as R2D2. I'm like, I don't understand what he's trying to say.
Beep, boop, beep, boop, beep, boop, boop, beep, boop.
All right. Yeah. That's exactly what I thought of, Ryan, was the screaming. I'm like, what is happening right now with Jedi Survivor? Okay. 61 hours of running around, talking, and slicing baddies. Did anyone 100% and platinum this thing?
Mm-mm.
Nope.
No. It's a grind, but a fun one.
Nice.
I beat
I don't
the
know if he
story
said
and
it
I was
like that. Like, I
done.
made him sound kind of angry. It's a fun one. Earl, nothing new. Work in KC and home projects. All is well. Love you. Bye.
Bye bye. Love you too. Bye.
Love you. Bye. Wacky Gobstopper University. Earl, not a whole lot. Pretty boring week. Iffle. Did get Dragon Ball Sparkling Zero when it came out on Friday.
Sparkling.
I'm just gonna make my own game.
Sounds like a drink.
Right,
Dragon
Sparkling
Ball
Zero,
Sparkling Zero.
sugar-free,
They're
sugar-free
not Twilight.
Dragon Ball Z.
Yes, thank you. They are not Twilight characters. They don't shimmer in the sunlight like weird vampires. My real vampires burst into flames when they hit the sun.
Hashtag not
Exactly.
my vampire.
Came out Friday. Huge mash. I'm reading that right.
Mm-hmm.
Huge mash on the nostalgia button for me. The Budokai
Budokai
Tenkaichi
Tenkaichi.
just sounded out.
That's how you say it. I play Dragon Ball. Budokai
Sure.
Tenkaichi.
Yeah, whatever you say. That BT series was one of the few things I enjoyed about my high school years, and this is that with a fresh coat of paint. One big difference. I do not remember the standard difficulty AI being this brutal.
Yeah,
I've
now they
gotten
ramped it up. They ramped it up to like 11.
just for you. I've gotten stomped out multiple times by relatively early game bosses in the game mode. They might need to tune things back a little bit for accessibility's sake, even for people like me that have played the series before. It's been 18 years since the last one came out, so it's not like we remember all the controls.
Very
Stupid.
True.
Marc wrote something stupid. No, he wrote the word stupid, not that he wrote something stupid. Stupid.
Yes. If you haven't, take some time this week to just go on YouTube and watch content creators get absolutely destroyed by Great Ape Vegeta. It's hilarious.
Old Great Ape Vegeta. Can't go wrong with that. Patrick, definitely Google Great Ape Vegeta.
Please. It's safe ish.
Yeah, it's safe.
You're right. I can't tell them what to do. I'm sorry, Mark. You're right.
All right. I've been on a Dragon Ball kick in anticipation of this game releasing, so I've been watching a lot of Dragon Ball Z Abridged on YouTube. Oh, is that like taking out some of the longer scenes that nothing happens?
It's some person just overdubbing a lot of the episodes and like scrunching it down into like 5 minutes, and they're hilarious.
I would totally watch that. I'll be honest, I actually watched Dragon Ball Z and enjoyed it until I realized every episode there's like 5 minutes of plot movement and then 25 minutes of
staring. And that,
movement, flash, movement, and then nothing happens.
Mark does watch Dragon Ball Z Kai. They shorten it.
Oh, yeah?
They take out a lot of the episodes where they're just standing there powering up.
Yeah. Oh, my gosh.
Yeah.
And to be fair, I haven't given more episode. Like, I watched that when I was in high school, and I was like, this is cool, but really a waste of my life. And so maybe I'll check out Dragon Ball Z Abridged to whet my appetite and then go to Kai.
If you do Dragon Ball Z Abridged first, you're going to just stick with that because it's hilarious.
Yeah. Like, do they cover like all the episodes? Like, can I watch full seasons like that?
I want to say yes, right, Mark?
Sounds
I think they
magical.
did all of them. Or there was at one point they got like a cease and desist letter.
Stinking corporations.
They got most of it, if
So
not
money
all
hungry.
of it. Yeah, they stopped at the end of the Cell Saga.
I don't know what that means, but gotcha.
Perfect still.
And finally started watching Dragon Ball Super. It feels like it should be Super Dragon Ball, not Dragon Ball Super.
That's fair.
I think so.
It might
Super
be.
Dragon Ball.
It might be overseas. We don't know.
Maybe. Also trudging through Assassin's Creed Valhalla still. And Nexomon Extinction as well. Although both games are starting to feel really grindy for me right now, so maybe I do need a break. Back to Earl for a second. Did anyone else experience extreme temperature swings this week? It went from 80 Sunday afternoon to about 40 this morning.
Yes.
Yeah.
Tuesday.
Yes.
Huh?
It was 45 in the morning and 85 in the afternoon one day.
Yeah, 40 degrees swings. That's normal.
I think our low tonight is supposed to get into, I think it's supposed to get 39 tonight for us. And it's been like 60s this whole past week.
Oh, that's
going from like we crashed from 80s down to 60. So yeah. It's been great. I love this time. Love it.
I like the 60s and 70 degree weathers in the afternoon, but I do not like the sub 40 degrees in the morning.
It do be a little crisp.
It do
be a little crisp in the morning.
Yeah. Crispy.
Crispy.
All right, lukewarm riffle.
Coat. Wear a hoodie. It's hoodie season.
Old hoodie season. Scrolling down to lukewarm riffle, because then there's some banter back and forth about temperatures and people realizing we didn't actually record the podcast. Lukewarm riffle wrote, Earl things have been going good at home. Last week I went with my wife to go watch our friend fight in the octagon. All right.
What?
her work sponsored him, so her boss and coworker were there as well. It was a blast. I've never been to a fight before, and I can't wait to go again. He won his world title and has another fight scheduled already for November 2nd. Super excited for him.
Wow.
Cool.
Nice.
Look at that. My wife and
should say
get to
him.
go. Yep.
My wife and I, yeah. It should.
But it's my wife and get to go
Uh-huh.
to a formal dinner next week for her work. So that will be fancy and fun. I like the alliterations, lukewarm riffle.
Fancy and fun.
Work today, woke up at 4, drove 3 hours to replace some 8-inch pipe in the fire pump room at Winco. Sounds magical. Yeah, and that's pictured below. There you go. For you visual watcher listeners.
Look at that 8-inch pipe right there.
That's what Winco's pump
I
room
wonder
looks
if
like.
it was the big overhead one or if it was one of the ones on the side.
I don't know. It's a good question. Iffle, I was able to play this last weekend for 1 hour or so, and I played one match in the 2K24 wrestling game. I love how you called it 2K24 wrestling game.
I love it.
That old wrestling game. Wrestling. And lost. So I switched games right away and played about 2 minutes of Mafia and wasn't feeling that either. I switched again.
Oh, that's not even the college try.
How do you do 2 minutes in Mafia?
2 minutes? That's a
What
person
even
who.
happened?
That's a story-driven game. He skipped the cutscenes.
You're skipping cutscenes, lukewarm riffle. Shame on you. Then he went over to Fable 3. Really enjoying that one so far.
All right.
And that's a story-driven game, so you're forgiven.
All right, Mark, give us your quick update.
Yeah, type out your update.
Give us something.
Someone's got to read it.
Packing. Period.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
Are you excited to be moving into a house that does not have 57 people in it?
YES. Yes. Yes.
And lots of windows.
Yeah,
oh, yeah, you won't be in a basement anymore. That's nice.
Yeah.
Get you out of the dungeon. Oh, that's sad.
Read it, Ryan. Don't just comment
Sadly,
on it.
He had to
goober.
bury a church friend this past weekend.
Sorry to hear that.
Wait, you didn't bury him? Someone else did. Okay. As long as he
Thank
got
you for
buried.
that. Thank you for that specification, because I just saw Mark digging holes and.
It's
you know
hard
what?
to dig.
You know what? I tell you, I've dug a hole before, and
it's
it
not
takes
easy.
forever. When I see people on movies and TV shows, and they're just doing it, and like 2 hours later, they have a huge hole
they're
that
liars. They're
that
straight
they
up
can
liars.
put a fridge in. Like, no way, absolutely no way you did that. In 2
total
hours.
fake news.
Yeah, that's very fake news. When you actually go to a graveyard and watch them dig a hole, it's a backhoe.
Yeah, they need a big
nobody even
machine to
digs.
do- No way.
Backhoe does all the work.
Yeah. What else? What else you playing, Mark? Have you played anything, or did you pack up your PlayStation?
He's not typing. Oh, nothing.
Haven't played much. Okay.
All right. Okay.
Still stuck at the end of Zelda. Oh, the what was that one called? Twilight Princess?
Ocarina of Time.
No,
Echoes.
it's
Echoes
like
of Wisdom.
oh,
Okay.
I was gonna
It's
make
the
up
one that
Zelda.
you play as Zelda,
yeah.
but she's not as cool because
I think it's
she's not
called
Link.
Zelda Unicorn Princess.
There is an actual game called Unicorn Princess that is not even remotely about unicorns or princesses.
Yeah, it's about horses.
Yeah, I played it. It took me 4 hours to beat that game. Played it on stream. Yep. Yes, I did.
Mark, you know what the game I'm talking about is, right? It's like a oh gosh.
A game called Unicorn Princess. Yes,
It's like it's like a RTS
What
game.
There's
Yeah.
another Unicorn Princess. Lies.
Well, that's the fake one that you're talking
Yeah.
about, Ryan.
The
We
real-
played.
This is the best
Patrick
one.
played the real one.
Layla. That's
I have a copy that I still haven't played it. I can't bring myself.
I'm gonna try to find it. I cannot think of the name of it. It was something crazy. I don't think it was actually Unicorn Princess, but it was
No, I don't think it was either.
along those lines. It was something just weird. But
Yeah, there's only one. There's only one Unicorn Princess. The Unicorn Princess.
Oh, Patrick, did you ever play the Unicorn Overlord? That was what it's called.
Oh, that's actually
the sequel.
yeah.
You play
Marc
the
said-
villain in that
Yeah.
one.
Mark said, speaking of Dragon Ball, he watched the first episode of the newest show, our series called Dragon Ball Daima. Animation was good. That means death. Oh, okay. They go to the demon world. So
Crazy.
they don't go on the Sky Dragon road. And they're all turned into kids. All of them are turned into kids? Cool. Baby Vegeta would be interesting to see with his terrible widow's peak.
It's a big
Just a
forehead.
baby forehead.
It's like a baby forehead. He's just like all forehead, 99% forehead.
More than
And
Krillin. He says the animation is fantastic in all caps.
Crazy. All right. Well, there's more
Nope.
from Mark.
He bought an electric scooter. Oh. Is it like
It's electric. Woogie
Boogie Woogie Woogie? Oh, that's your work vehicle. I need to see a picture. I need you to post a picture.
I think he did.
Is it one of those like
Is it in the
Vespas or those like
Did you get a
those
one
electric
wheel? Where's
scooters
it
you
at?
stand on?
No, it's like a scooter,
Like what? Do you like the ones kids with like that push?
Yeah,
with
yeah.
Their feet?
but it's got
What
it's got
channel
a
is it in?
Little motor.
Pull it up. I want to see it.
Motor ran.
All
I
right.
want to see it. I want to see it. I want to see it.
There it is.
Ooh.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
Scoot.
Age 13
All right,
plus.
guys, I'm gonna call it. We're gonna
All right,
wrap it
call
up.
it. You're about
Okay.
to pass out, aren't you? Right
Yeah,
now?
I mean, I'm hanging on by a thread. I did get a second win, but now it's over.
Okay.
We have lots of socials. You
Mm-hmm.
can join us. X. That sounds weird to say.
It does.
I'm still not. I still say
It's
Twitter
not-
every week.
Yeah, just say Twitter. That's
Twitter, Discord, Facebook, Instagram. We're there. You can connect with us spectatorly, visually, YouTube, and Twitch. You can. There's merch on our page and Patreon. Gear up with us. Good things. Just type linktree.com/thegmgpod. Of course, if you're the giving type, Apple Podcasts, Podchaser, and Spotify lets people do reviews. You can give us stars, exclamation marks in your feedback, or you can let your voice be heard literally if you prefer 929 GMG guys. Alrighty then, Pat, the producer / seducer Mark, and Ryan, along with your beloved friends, family, and joiners, go get your good morning this week, and may God bless and guide your lives as you live, as you work, and as you game.
1, 2, 3, 4.